Okay. Oh, no.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Big Lion. Ready, ready.
Now Daniels to throw. His first throw is an interception. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Play made by Deron Payne. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
On 2nd down, a run with Elliott. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing again is Dan. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, chill.
To throw, Prescott. Has it down close. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, When you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They motion the slot man right. On 1st down, here's Eckler. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go.
Daniels from the pistol. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. Gets to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. Ezekiel Elliott makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. From the gun is Prescott. It's taken in by Lamb. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pull out in front further, 13-zip. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready? Hut.
On the give, here's Eckler. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
19 tight. Trap 60. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. On the move, headed right. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this, here he goes.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Right, here we go, start. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That one's caught along the left sideline. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Ready?
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Daniels to throw on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Yeah, really good. Get him. Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Prescott now on 3rd down. Out left, Lamb makes the ground. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. This is Elliott running right. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Back to the well again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Cowboys pushing for a score before the break. They'll run here with Elliott. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Catch made by Cooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. It's caught, Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Now Dak to throw. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. Another throw for Prescott. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. He put everything he had into this one. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
On the move, looking deep, and they pick him off again. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Wait, take.
This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Frankie. Tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go.
There we go, going to 53. There we go. Wait, take.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Yeah, here we go.
Running the counter, Elliott. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw complete to Lamb. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 40.
They'll run it from the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Yeah! We're going to 54. Why?
They kick the running back in motion. Got Lamb, and it's complete.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. He touched him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Daniels on 1st down. Looking for the end zone on a deep shot. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Damone Clark. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked by Derek Forrest. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
It's taken in by Lamb. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yeah.
The give now out of the shotgun. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Handoff now out of the gun. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Shotgun handoff for Vaughn. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. First down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Michael Davis. And the Commanders take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you...
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. That's Jordan Lewis. Cowboys take possession of the football.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the 4th with that kind of lead. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46.
Throwing again is Dak. Connects on the crosser. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys continue piling it on here in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Deron Bland has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys tack on 7 more to their lead.
Commanders 7.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Daniels coming back after that pick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Check, contact, check. Go.
Throwing now, Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. that came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Ready, set. Check smash, check smash. Stephanie.
Now Daniels off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh no, they get him yet again. Trayvon Diggs has got it.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Here we go. At 47. 26.
Dak now from the gun. That's caught for the first. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go!
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, here's Daniels. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pulled in by Dotson along the sideline. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Again, Daniels to the air. Forced out to his right. And they pick him off again. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Catch made by Cooks. And what a play! He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Hey, smash Broncos! Driving 60. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. Trying to set this up quick. 3rd and long for him here. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.